And so we have, therefore, in these verses a discussion of three types of hearts. The first, that which Allah Azza wa Jal mentions in the beginning, those who have fi qulubihim marad, those who have sicknesses in their hearts, number one. The second, wal qasiyat qulubuhum, those whose hearts are hard. And the third, the believers, those who will know that annahu al-haq min rabbik, that they will believe in it, fatukhbita lahu qulubuhum, and their hearts will be tranquil and submit to it and comply. And thus, these three states and these three types of heart, Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, he mentions, فَجَعَلَ اللَّهُ الْقُلُوبِ ثَلَاثَةَ أَقْسَامٍ. He said, therefore, Allah Azza wa Jal made the hearts of three types. He said, قَاسِيَةً, the first of them, the hard heart. وَذَاتَ مَرَضٍ, number two, the one that is sick, the one that has an illness. And the third, مُؤْمِنَةً مُخْبِتًا, the third, the believing heart, yani the obedient, compliant heart. These three hearts Allah Azza wa Jal has discussed. And then he goes on to mention the fact that the first is the one that is, yani doesn't accept any ilm, doesn't accept iman, ilm is not imprinted upon it. And he mentions the reason for that is because of the fact that ilm and guidance and hidayah, it requires mahallan layyinan qabilan. It requires a soft, receptive vessel, yani for it to be imprinted within it. The vessel that it is imprinted in must be soft and supple and laying and receptive. Therefore, the hard heart, yani that is like stone, as occurs in some of the verses in the book of Allah Azza wa Jal. Ilm is not imprinted upon it because ilm requires a receptive area. Something that guidance requires in order to be imprinted upon the heart. It requires something of softness within the heart for it to be accepted. And so these three categories of heart, Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, he discusses them, and the passage is of great benefit. But he ends the passage by saying, فَبِرَحْمَةٍ خَرَجَ مِنَ الْقَسْوَةِ وَبِالْعِلْمِ خَرَجَ مِنَ الْمَرَضِ. He said, by way of mercy in the heart of the believer, and we'll discuss the affair of rahmah in the heart of the believer and its effect upon softening the heart, yani mercy in the heart of the believer. He said, by way of rahmah, by way of mercy, خَرَجَ مِنَ الْقَسْوَةِ. Then the person leaves qaswa, exits from having a hard heart. He said, وَبِالْعِلْمِ خَرَجَ مِنَ الْمَرَضِ. And with knowledge, he exits having sickness in the heart. فإن المرض من الشكوك والشبهات ولهذا وصف من عدا هؤلاء بالعلم والإيمان والإخباط. He said, because of the fact that marad, sickness, is based upon doubts and shubuhat, yani doubts and desires, or desires and doubts. And he said, and for that reason, anyone or those who are other than those who have either hard hearts or sick hearts are described as having hearts that are filled with iman and are filled with submission and filled with knowledge. And so these categorizations, what we want to just lay down with that kalam is the fact that the categorization of the heart is not something, ikhwan, that has just been plucked from the mind of Imam Ibn al-Qayyim or Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah. And there is adilla Qur'aniyah, and these ayat occur in Surah Hajj, verse 52 to 54, Surah Hajj. Yani this categorization occurs in ayat that Allah Azza wa Jalla has mentioned in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, indicating that the hearts are of these three categories. And so you'll find it in the kalam of Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, you'll find it in the kalam of Al-Imam Ibn al-Qayyim, and you'll find it in the kalam of the A'imma after them.